Hey guys, Anissa here, and today we're going to be talking about the 3 things that you need to do before you start investing in order to set yourself up for success. First thing is, if you have any debt, before you make a plan for investing, you'll definitely want to make a plan first for reducing or paying off your debt. Okay, I recommend making a list of everything that you owe. So this could be credit card debt, this could be student loan debt, what have you. Make a list of everything on a paper. Make a note of how much you owe for each item, as well as the corresponding interest rate for each item as well. What you'll want to do is prioritize that list of debt by the ones that have the highest interest rate. Okay, hopefully everybody knows this, but yes, you should be paying that monthly minimum payment every month for any item that you owe. But in addition to paying that monthly payment, if you have additional money that you can use to pay down your debt quicker, I recommend putting that money, that extra money, towards whatever debt has the highest interest rate. This is going to save you money in the long run. Second thing on the list is you have to have an emergency fund before you start investing. I cannot tell you how many times I've seen folks get to the stage in their life where they have the money to start investing, they're super excited, they finally purchase a property, and the first thing that goes wrong, or whether that's an expensive repair, or God forbid they lose their job, or the tenant loses their job, and regardless of who loses their job, you still have a monthly mortgage payment that you need to make. So I highly recommend to set yourself up for success, you want to have an emergency fund before you start investing. I think the baseline here is that you want to have at least 6 months of your total expenses saved up in an emergency fund. And lastly, the third item on the list is before you start investing, you want to first create a plan to identify how much of your earned income, which is your 9-to-5 job, how much of that earned income can you convert into investing capital. So the way that you build wealth for yourself and for your family is by converting as much of your earned income, which is money from your 9-to-5, into investing capital, which is money that you can use to invest, or whether that's in property, stocks, crypto, what have you. But that is the way to build wealth. So what you'll want to do is write a list of all of your expenses and get as detailed as possible as you can, right? So look at all of your monthly expenses. So this should include the big rock items like your rent, your electricity, your phone bill. But also let's think about how much money you're spending on food, how much money you're spending on going out, what other monthly expenses should you be including. If you go to the salon to get your hair done every month, if you need to get your nails done, that's an expense that you should include. Any Spotify TV subscriptions, get super detailed on where you're putting your money every month. Write that down. So once you've gotten that written down, the easiest way to find out how much from your earned income that you can convert into capital investments is to subtract your monthly paycheck by your monthly expense. Whatever that money is that you have left over is money that you can easily convert into investment capital. But here's the thing. If you're like most people and your monthly paycheck basically covers your monthly expenses and you do not have money left over, this is where we need to be really honest with ourselves and make some sacrifices, right? So you're going to want to have to go through that list and see what are the things that maybe I can sacrifice. Only you can make that decision for you. I know for me, on a personal level, I stopped going to the salon every 2 weeks. Now I do my hair at home. I almost never go to the nail tech to get my nails done. If I have nails, it's because I've purchased the Walmart brand or the Glamnetics, which are super cheap and they last longer. So I think what you'll have to do is really go through and see what you're willing to sacrifice and what you're not willing to sacrifice. And once you've gone through that list again, you should now have a number in mind that you can commit to every month from your earned income that you can now convert into investment capital. Okay, so let's say for today's example, that's $200 from your 9 to 5 that you can commit to saving for investments. So here's a pro tip. What you'll want to do is open up a savings account, preferably a high yielding savings account. What you can do is just go on Google and type in banks that are offering savings account with high interest rates. Super easy to find. That way you get more bang for your buck. Once you've opened up that savings account, you're going to want to log into your bank portal online where your 9 to 5 check goes to. Okay, once you've logged in, you're going to want to click on transactions, and then you'll want to create a reoccurring transaction. They'll ask you for some really basic information like what's the date that you want to start this transaction, this reoccurring transaction on. You will put in the date that you get paid next. They'll ask you for a frequency. If you get paid every 2 weeks, then you'll want to put in bi-weekly. And then they'll ask you for a specified amount that you would like transferred to this new account. In this example, just for today, again, we're going to use $200. So just by setting up this mechanism, what you're basically doing is that every time you get paid, every 2 weeks, when that money hits your account, the bank will take out $200. As soon as that money hits your account, that $200 is gone and transferred into a new account, which will be that high yielding savings account that you've just opened. So I personally use this mechanism and I love it because when you're forming a new habit, guys, it's pretty hard to start a new habit, okay? But by doing it this way, it makes it frictionless, which is easy for you. This is literally a one-time setup. You set it up once, you leave it, you don't have to action anything after that, and that money is taken out. You don't have to worry about holding yourself accountable for transferring that money every time you get paid. If you're like me, if that money's in my account, it is getting spent, okay? So this is the safest way for me to save and also the most effective. So that's it, guys. Those are the 3 things that you can do, well, that you should do before you start investing to set yourself up for success. If you have any questions, don't forget to add it in the comments below. And if you like what you see, don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, share this video, and I hope you found it helpful.